how much time a solution like yours can save your customers?
One of the things is investors, right? The money guys don't always understand exactly what you're talking about. It's not necessarily like hard costs. This is like soft costs, right? All that time. And especially when you think about like the summer is peak unit turn time. And by the way, the longer that backs up, the longer it takes to bring a unit back onto the market. I mean, there's all these like knock-on effects, right? Which they don't always see when they're looking at the spreadsheet, but which is the reality of the on-site teams, their day-to-day reality. So for us, this is exactly what it is that we want to tackle. And especially, by the way, you got to chase the guy down to get the key back, right? And like he could have like wandered off site and left the property without even thinking about it. So all these kind of, it's like death by 1,000 cuts in terms of how your time gets kind of sunk into just doing stuff that's not really value add, A, and B, which technology, right? The technology like Butterfly MX or, some of our other companies doing this can help eliminate at the property, right? And so for us, Adrian, this kind of problem was really one of the reasons, like, look, we started as the intercom at the front of the building. What's so kind of interesting is everybody inside the building starts at the front. So they have to go through the front entrance. They use our platform with the initial access into the building. And so really our customers came to us and said, look, we can assign delivery pins to UPS, FedEx, Amazon, you name it. And they were like, this is great. It's a game changer in how we're like managing delivery people coming into the building, right? And oh, by the way, everybody listening, we create this audit trail so you can see when they came in and it's kind of a wonderful thing. The thing though, they said is like, look, can you, like, once they get in, if they can't complete the delivery, can you create a package room where they can drop off the packages, right? And we were like, absolutely. That makes perfect sense. So we created a package room product, right? So you get in, then you put it in the package room if you can't make the delivery. Same thing with elevator controls, right? A lot of elevators, especially new construction, they're key fob now. All right, so you order food, right? It's coming into your building. You're all comfortable in your apartment. Now, all of a sudden, you have to come downstairs to meet the food delivery guy. Terrible, right? Terrible kind of user experience. So we developed elevator controls that would unlock a key fobbed elevator, allowing the delivery guy to only go to the floor where that resident lived. But it was like that type of thing, which came from property management, regional managers, owners, developers saying, can we expand the platform? So we've gradually expanded it now to common area access, back of house access with the key fobs and so on, to the unit doors, right, with different smart locks and now parking. So we do the entire building. What we realize is with all those kind of use cases you talked about with the maintenance team, whether it's them having to perform maintenance requests inside the building or having to meet like the third-party vendors, again, it could be, as you said, pest control guys coming bi-weekly, right? Or what about the once a month sprinkler inspector? Like I've heard stories of, I have to send a guy from the main office to go meet that sprinkler inspector and like walk around the building with him, or at least give him access because there's no other way to do it. Or as you said, like people coming there to do all the unit turns, like, and they have to go into the leasing office. And by the way, they don't make 50 keys. Oh, and how about this? You got to swap out the cylinder from the last resident, right? Right. And then you have all these keys you got to give to the unit turn people. You got to get them back, right? Sometimes you got to get them back every day, right? And then you got to put it in a new cylinder. I mean, the back and forth, it's like, they're human key trackers as opposed to actually doing their main job.